Jake the Great here to get you up to speed on everything you need to know about the happenings of the Arca Series, the Lime Rock Park 100. This race was 68 laps and 29 cars entered in this field. In the booth we had Phil Parsons, Ryan Blaney, and Eric Brennan making the calls. Stuart Friesen was making his Arca Series debut, saying he wanted to work on road courses where he suffers the most, running in the Truck Series full time. On the pole for this race we had the 28 of Carson Brown. On the outside pole we had Thomas Annunziata in the 70 car, the 2025 defending winner of this race, followed by Tristan McKee, Jake Bowman, and Isabella Robusto. The green flag flew at 4:15 Eastern as scheduled. Into the first corner of this race, Carson Brown would slide up the track into Thomas Annunziata, allowing Tristan McKee to get the lead of this race on the inside. But still in lap 1, turn 2, Thomas Annunziata would make a little bit of contact with the leader Tristan McKee, already getting rowdy. By lap 5, the top 5 looked like this: the 77 of Tristan McKee, the 70 of Thomas Annunziata, the 20 of Jake Bowman, the 25 of Peter Portante, the 55 of Robusto, the number 53 of Andrew Ranger, the number 18 of Max Reeves, and the number 29 of Ryan Gimmel. You may remember him if you watched the Ram race for the seat, and Stuart Friesen in the 17 car. On lap 8, under commercial, Thomas Annunziata would make a 3-wide pass going around a lap car to get by Tristan McKee for the lead. FS2 did at least show a replay of this, so it's not like we completely missed it. It wouldn't take long for Thomas Annunziata's dominance at this track to be made very clear as he opened up over a second gap on the field. On lap 13, we would get a caution eliminating that lead that Thomas Annunziata had built. Corey Aiken would be slow on the track and come to find out he had ripped the whole spindle out of the rear end housing, ending his day. Under caution, the 55 of Isabella Robusto would have fuel pressure issues. They would have to replace the fuel pump under caution. She would go 15 laps down at this time. We get this race restarted at lap 20. Thomas Annunziata would lead into the corner, but the 28 of Carson Brown would get into the back of him. Carson Brown would also make contact with the 77 of Tristan McKee before he spins off into the grass and fell to the rear of the field. On lap 21, the 77 car would spin out the 42 of Dawson Sutton, battling for 10th. Tristan McKee just being eager, trying to get back all those positions he lost on the restart. There would be no caution for Dawson Sutton. He would get back going under green. On lap 23, Thomas Annunziata would get ahead of Jake Bowman and set out and put a good lead over the whole field. On lap 30, when we get back from commercial, Annunziata still leads. Ryan Gimmel in the 29 had moved his way up into second, followed by Ryan Gimmel, Max Reeves, Jake Bowman, and the 53 car of Andrew Ranger. On lap 34, the Arca Menard Series would throw their race break, allowing teams to work on their cars. The green flag would fly again at lap 39, and Thomas Annunziata in the 70 car would set out and sail into a comfortable lead. By lap 41, the 53 car of Andrew Ranger would work his way up to third, and then by lap 46, he would work his way past Ryan Gimmel to get his way into second place behind Thomas Annunziata. Annunziata at this point in time had multiple seconds lead on the field. He was in his own zip code. Nobody was touching him for this race, and I called it. But hey, if you made it this far, why not throw me a like or maybe even subscribe so you don't miss any coverage I put out on my channel. Now back to the coverage. On lap 47, the caution flag would be flown for debris on the track. We get the green flag again. Thomas Annunziata gets out to the lead, starts pacing the field as he does. Just 2 laps later, at lap 53, Alex Quarterly in the 3 car would go to pit road, driving with his hood covering the windshield. It is all the way up, blocking his view. He makes it to pit road, no incident, no caution. But Thomas Annunziata would dominate everybody in this Arca race. He would lead all the way to lap 68, the finish of this race. I called it. I told you he was going to be good here. This guy runs it back 2 years in a row at Lime Rock Park, his second career victory, and he does the bow for Kyle Busch tribute. Love it. In second place, the 53 car of Andrew Ranger, followed by the 28 of Carson Brown. In fourth spot, the 18 of Max Reeves, followed by the 20 of Jake Bowman, the 29 of Ryan Gimmel, the 77 of Tristan McKee battling back, the 79 car of Isaac Kitzmiller beating his dad, 42 of Dawson Sutton, and the 44 of Jeff Anton. That rounds out your top 10 for this Arca race results. Arca Series points getting a little more interesting. Jake Bowman still maintains an 8-point gap over Thomas Annunziata, followed by Isabella Robusto, who is 80 points back on those two. That's all I got for Arca. My pick did win. What am I going to say? I know how to call him. That paint scheme juju, he shook it off. The rest of your NASCAR race weekend looks like this. Race coverage for the Craftsman Truck Series will start at 1 p.m. on Saturday. The race should go green at 1:23 p.m. on FS1. Also for Saturday, the O'Reilly Series pre-race will start on the CW at 6:30, race coverage will start at 7, and the green flag should fly at 7:17 p.m. For Cup coverage on Saturday, qualifying will be at 4:30 on True TV, and then on Sunday on TNT, pre-race will start at 6 p.m., race coverage will start at 7 p.m., and the green flag for the Cup Series should fly at 7:19 p.m. But hey, that's all I got for this race. Check out my other videos that should be releasing this weekend. If you like my coverage, like and subscribe. I'm Jake the Great. Have a good one.